You know that feeling, right? Staring at your front door, pockets empty. That horrible sinking feeling when you realize your keys are somewhere else entirely.
Oh, yeah. Or maybe your car key just gives up the ghost, leaving you completely stranded. Plans ruined. It's just awful.
Exactly. That sudden panic, a whole day thrown off course. We've all been there, I think.
Definitely.
So today we're doing a deep dive into something, well, incredibly practical. It's like that safety net you don't really consider until you're falling locksmith and key services, but specifically focused on the Battersea area.
Right.
Our mission here is to basically arm you with that local know-how. Emergency locksmiths, getting spare keys cut, replacing that lost car key without the dealership drama, even just where to buy a new lock if you need one.
We've sifted through a bunch of sources, found the really useful bits to give you a kind of essential guide. Think of this deep dive as your shortcut to, well, convenience and hopefully some peace of mind.
Yeah, because what's really interesting is how fast something small, like a lost key, can become a massive headache if you don't know who to call, right?
Absolutely. Having trusted local contacts ready just makes such a difference. It turns that stressful mess into something you can actually handle pretty quickly.
Totally. It's about flipping that dread into just, a quick fix. Okay, so let's unpack that first big one. Needing help, like right now.
Uh-huh. Late at night, middle of the day, doesn't matter. Time is critical in those moments.
So who do you call?
Well, when you're in that tight spot anywhere near Battersea, the name that keeps coming up in our sources is Locksmith for London. They seem to be the go-to for emergencies.
Okay, locksmith for London. What makes them stand out?
They've built this really solid, almost flawless reputation. People talk about speed, professionalism, and importantly, fair pricing.
Fair pricing in an emergency sounds good.
Yeah, and what really seems to make them a lifeline is their genuine 24/7 emergency service. And they mean 24/7. No matter the time, no matter the situation, they aim to be there.
24/7 is amazing, a real lifeline. But let's be real. How reliable is that 20 to 30 minutes response time they talk about?
Yeah.
Especially, in London traffic or late night in Battersea. How do they actually manage that?
That's a fair question, and it points to, well, a pretty sophisticated setup. They don't just have one van somewhere. They have a network of highly trained technicians.
Oh, okay.
These technicians are spread out across key areas, so that cuts down travel time significantly. Look, London traffic is London traffic, right? It's unpredictable,
Tell me about it.
but their dispatch system is apparently constantly working out the best routes, checking who's available where, trying to hit those fast response times as consistently as they can.
And what sort of things can they fix? Is it just lockouts?
No, it's pretty comprehensive. Simple lockouts, yes, but also urgent lock repairs, problems with window locks, too. They handle a wide range of lock types.
Okay.
And their service area is quite broad. It covers Battersea itself, obviously, areas like near the park or the power station, but also stretches out towards Clapham, Balham, Wandsworth.
So reasonably wide coverage then.
Yeah, and even further afield. Their overall coverage includes other parts of London like Chelsea, Croydon, Fulham. It shows they have quite an extensive reach.
So it's not just a tiny local outfit. It's a bigger network covering a good chunk of southwest London. That's
Yeah.
actually really reassuring, knowing that help isn't just a maybe, it's logistically planned for.
Precisely. And here's something that really matters, especially when you're stressed their pricing model. It's transparent.
How so?
Well, they make a point of having no call-out fees, no unexpected costs popping up, no hidden charges. That's a big deal in this industry, frankly.
Yeah, definitely. You hear stories.
Knowing you won't get ambushed by a massive bill when you're already vulnerable, that's huge. It's financial relief, but also psychological.
I can imagine.
Their team is also highly vetted. Sounds like they're friendly, trustworthy. They get consistently good reviews for being quick and reliable.
Got it. Do we have contact info for them?
Yep, the phone numbers are 060-770-460969, or there's a mobile, 077-513-42214. And the email is info@locksmith.co.uk.
Okay, good. That transparency you mentioned with Locksmith. For London's pricing, no call-out fees, no surprises, how much does that really impact customer satisfaction, do you think? Because honestly, that fear of hidden costs is a massive anxiety trigger in emergencies.
Oh, it's absolutely crucial. Think about it. You're stressed, maybe locked out in the cold or late at night. The last thing you need is financial worry on top.
Right.
So that clarity builds massive trust. It changes a potentially really negative experience into something, well, manageable and reassuring. It definitely cements their reputation for being decent in having integrity.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So the immediate panic's over, you're back inside safe and sound. The next thought is often, right, how do I stop that ever happening again?
Yeah, prevention.
And beyond the emergency, a lot of us, myself included probably, put off getting a spare key cut until it's way too late. So let's talk about key cutting in Battersea. What are the good options?
For just standard key cutting and getting duplicates, Rainford Hardware comes up as a really good local choice. They're at 186 Battersea Park Road, that's SW11 4ND.
Rainford Hardware. Okay, like a traditional hardware shop.
Exactly. Sounds like a friendly neighborhood kind of place. They do quick, affordable key cutting for, well, most common types. Your standard house keys, obviously. Also, mortise keys, those are the trunkier ones for older, heavy-duty locks often set into the door edge. Cylinder keys, the more modern, common type. And interestingly, they even do car and motorbike keys.
Hold on, car and motorbike keys too, at a local hardware store. That's actually pretty versatile. I remember driving miles once trying to find somewhere for a specific car key. Bit of a wild goose chase.
Yeah, that's a classic pain point they seem to solve. Being able to handle those vehicle keys definitely makes them convenient, kind of a one-stop shop for a lot of key needs.
And how quick is it?
They offer cut-while-you-wait service, which is great if you're in a rush, or you can do drop and collect if that suits you better. Fits around a busy schedule, you know.
What about opening hours?
They're open Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Okay, standard hours.
Yeah.
And getting there.
Pretty easy. It's just a short walk from Battersea Park Station, and it's literally opposite Battersea Park itself. Bus-wise, numbers 44 137 or 452 will get you nearby.
Right. And their contact.
Phone number is 020-7652-2186.
Okay, so that covers Monday to Saturday, 9 till 6. Very handy. But what if it's, say, a Sunday afternoon and you suddenly realize you need a spare key cut? Are you just stuck waiting until Monday in Battersea?
Ah, the Sunday problem. It's a practical question. Weekends can be tricky for this stuff. But there is an alternative. For Sunday key cutting, your best bet seems to be the Timpson's self-service machine.
Ooh, one of those automated kiosks. Where's that?
Exactly. There's one located inside the Sainsbury's on Garrett Lane. It provides that bit of flexibility when Rainford Hardware is closed, so you're not completely left high and dry over the weekend.
Good heads up. Okay, now let's tackle something really specific and, frankly, incredibly frustrating. Losing or breaking your car key.
Ugh, yes. That's more than just inconvenient. It can totally immobilize you. And going to the main dealer? Well, that often means a hefty bill and a long wait.
Yeah. Exactly. So, what's the solution in Battersea for that nightmare scenario?
This is where a specialist service like Autolocks Ltd. comes highly recommended in our sources. They focus specifically on car key replacement.
Autolocks Ltd. Okay. What do they do differently?
Their whole model is built around a dedicated, same-day mobile auto key replacement service. They cover pretty much all makes and models.
Bubble. So they come to you.
That's the key thing.
Yeah.
Their technicians can apparently be with you in as little as 30 minutes. And they cut and program the new keys right there wherever your car is.
Wow. Okay. Right at your location. That sounds like a complete game changer compared to the old way. How does that stack up against going to a dealership? Not just time-wise, but cost and just the sheer hassle factor.
It just totally changes the whole experience, doesn't it? The mobile aspect is the real differentiator here. Think about it. Lose your key normally, you've got to somehow get your car towed to the dealership.
Yeah, expense number one.
Right. Big hassle, immediate cost. Then you wait days, sometimes even weeks, for the dealer to order the blank, cut it, program it, often with a pretty big markup. Autolocks Ltd. just cuts all that out. They bring the workshop to your car, whether it's on your driveway, at work, stuck somewhere. No towing fees, no need for a courtesy car maybe, no infuriating wait.
So it saves time and money.
Definitely. A lot of time, and usually a significant amount of money compared to dealer prices. It turns what could be a massive drama into, well, just an annoying hiccup you can sort out quickly.
That mobile service really does redefine things, bringing the fix directly to you. It's not just speed, it's that massive shift in convenience and cost. It makes a potential disaster feel, well, manageable.
Absolutely. And they're available 7 days a week, covering the whole Battersea area. Their number for a quote or booking is 07946705894.
Okay, great info. So moving beyond keys for a moment, sometimes it's not about emergencies or duplicates, but about upgrading security. Maybe you've moved house, want fresh locks, or just feel it's time to bolster your home's defenses. Where can you buy new locks in Battersea?
Right, proactive security. Well, you've got a couple of solid, reliable options mentioned. B&Q Battersea is probably the first place many people think of, and yeah, for good reason.
The big DIY place.
Exactly. They're located at 9 Smugglers Way, SW18 1EG. Being a large store, they stock a really wide range of stuff. Door locks, padlocks, all sorts of security accessories. You'll likely find something for pretty much any need or budget there.
B&Q is usually a safe bet for selection.
Oh.
How easy is it to get to for people in Battersea, though? Smuggler's Way is slightly over towards Wandsworth, isn't it?
It is, but it's pretty accessible. You can get there easily by bus routes 295 and C3 go right there. And it's also just a short walk from Wandsworth Thames Station. So yeah, convenient enough for many people in and around Battersea.
Okay, do we have a number for them?
Yep. B&Q Battersea is on 020-8875-5222 if you need to check stock or anything.
Great. Any other options besides the big DIY store?
Well, looping back to our earlier chat, Rainford Hardware, the place we mentioned for key cutting.
Ah, yes, the local place on Battersea Park Road.
That's the one. They also sell a selection of locks and security products, so it could be a really convenient one-stop shop if you're already popping in to get a key cut, or if you prefer a smaller local store feel.
Right, good point. So
Yeah.
you can potentially sort keys and buy a new lock in the same visit.
Exactly. Looking at the bigger picture here, knowing about both B&Q and Rainford gives you options. It empowers you to actually take those proactive steps for your home security, not just react when something goes wrong. You feel more in control of your safety, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Okay, this deep dive has really mapped out a solid toolkit for anyone in Battersea dealing with locks and keys. From that heart-stopping lockout moment to just needing a spare or even thinking ahead about upgrading security. We've covered the key local players, Locksmith for London for those 2,047 emergencies,
It's crucial.
Rainford Hardware and the Timston machine for key cutting,
Day-to-day needs sorted.
Autolocks Ltd for that incredibly convenient mobile car key replacement,
The game changer.
and then B&Q and Rainford again for buying new locks. It feels pretty comprehensive.
It does. And it kind of raises an important point, doesn't it? Having this information means you're not just prepared for the unexpected, but you can also make smarter choices about your security day to day. What for you stands out as the most reassuring piece of knowledge we've uncovered?
That's a good question. For me, I think it'd have to be the mobile car key service from Autolocks Ltd. Just knowing you don't have to tow the car, that they come to you. That feels genuinely transformative for such a common problem.
Yeah, I agree. That mobile aspect is huge. But, for me, I think it might be the clear upfront pricing from Locksmith for London.
The transparency thing.
Yeah, knowing that in a really stressful emergency, you're not going to get stung by hidden costs. That provides incredible peace of mind. That honesty builds real trust when you need it most.
It absolutely does.
Yeah.
You know, it makes you think how often we just take access, getting into our homes, our cars completely for granted until something goes wrong.
Totally.
This deep dive really shows that with just a little bit of specific local knowledge, what could be a major panic can actually become a, perfectly manageable situation.
Yep.
So maybe a final thought to leave you with. What other essential services in your own community do you tend to overlook until you desperately need them? And think about the peace of mind you could gain by finding out about those reliable local options before an emergency hits.
Good point. Being prepared is half the battle.
Exactly. Keep this info handy. You genuinely never know when it might just save your day.